It's some notable free agents that are left on the market. The real question is, where do they land? Welcome, guys, to the Super Biased Sports Show. I'm your host, B Rob, a place where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased their take is. I'm here with my other host, Ramon. Talk to the people, Ramon,
What's
man.
good? What's good? I know we've been gone for a while, but we back on the jump off. Alrighty, so welcome back. Please go to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. I'm not sure just, but any streaming
Everywhere.
platform. Like, subscribe,
Yep.
share, and your favorite podcast. Go ahead and just start that podcast so you can listen to all the shows that we have coming in. Man, what's going on, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a crazy beginning of free agency. Now that the water has slightly settled, there's a lot of free agents with some notable names that are still out there. So I guess today we're gonna we're gonna give some landing destinations on where we might think they might go, some dream destinations, some landing spots, whatever anyone wants to call it. If you're watching this video, feel free to comment down below where you may think we were wrong, where you may think we were right, and give us your opinion because you're a fan, and hey, we want to hear what y'all got to say. So let's start it up then. Let's
See here.
All right, so it's on you, coach, man. It's on you.
I
Who
think
do we have here?
first, Jadeveon Clowney. I think he's going back home to the Browns because
Okay.
for some reason, it just seems like I'm trying to think of other places he can land. I think the Browns is the best fit. The best fit for him right now, and he knows the system.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then good old Hakeem Hicks, aka ex Giant. I wish he could go back to the Giants, but we can't afford him. I do think he's gonna go to 3 different places: either the Ravens, Kansas City, or the Titans.
Okay.
Titans got a nice line anyway, so their line would be crazy up the middle if he goes there. You're not running up that middle. But where I really think he's gonna go is KC because KC is falling behind big time, and they need to do something. And pass.
Yep.
And then Campbell Soup there, boys. Old man right there, but I say Green Bay and Colts. I'm leaning more to Colts, mainly because imagine him and what's the other dude name that's in the middle?
Buckner.
Buckner. Yes, imagine him and Buckner up that middle. He the big stocky. Buckner is almost like an N, honestly.
Yeah,
but
true.
I think that's where Campbell gonna be going because Packers they gonna make the playoffs, but they first round exit like usual.
Dang. All right, then. So, all right. Next, we got these bigger names. So, before you even go off the back, I see you got the AFC North getting a lot of love here. I see you got the AFC North getting a lot of love. You got to explain this one to me. You got to explain it.
Reason why? Because it's an arms race in that AFC right now. Everybody is like they just stacking up players. It's them, and then it's the Rams and the Chargers.
AFC West. Yep, AFC West.
And nobody else is like they're not doing nothing really.
Yep.
That's how I feel. But I believe Stephon Gilmore is going to go to that steel curtain, wool curtain, whatever it is. But that would be a great fit there, especially with Tomlin. I think that would be beautiful. Odell Beckham. I want to say he's going to go back to Cleveland. If Cleveland pay him right, he will go back to Cleveland if they get that correct money. But I think Kansas City have to make a big move because Juju is going to be boo-boo if he's the number 1 receiver. It ain't going to happen good. Mr. Matthew, the Honey Badger. Ravens, they need one more solid defender, I believe.
And this actually makes sense, sir. This actually makes sense.
Right.
This actually makes sense here to me.
So I think he's going to go now. Landry, I want to say he's going to go back to the Browns, but realistically, is the quarterback even going to play the first 6 games or even next year? Period. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's yeah. Hey,
And then I got the Ravens. Him and Hollywood will be beautiful together.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And I want to say this. I like that you pointed out the fact that how you got Odell and Jarvis maybe going back to the Browns. I'll say in that situation, it's a lot better for Odell than Jarvis because Odell, remember, he's coming off that injury. So
ACL.
he's
Oh,
probably not going to be ready to November, December anyway. So he
mm-hmm.
has time to see if Deshaun Watson is going to be playing and when he's going to be playing. Whereas Jarvis, if he goes there now, he doesn't really know that. It's a little bit of uncertainty. So I definitely I like your thinking here. I like your thinking here. I will say though, you biased about that AFC North.
Bro,
I'm not really
everybody's
feeling them
stacking
getting.
up, bro.
I'm not really feeling them getting all this talent, but I definitely see where you're coming from with a lot of these ones. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for myself, we are in agreement. I will say at least with these three guys, right?
It looks
So
like it.
yeah. So I have Jarvis Lynn. Sorry, not Jarvis, but Jadeveon Clowney. I actually have him going back to the Browns. Just because he do see where the talent is now with the new quarterback situation. And I figure he may come back on a 1-year deal. And if not, he may try to push for a 2-year kind of deal, just to ensure that he at least gets to play with Deshaun Watson. Because on paper, they do have like a playoff contending roster. As bad as I don't want to say it, on paper, the Browns are good. And again, Akeem Hicks, I have him also going to Kansas City to play alongside with Jones. Jones said he wanted to be a Kansas City Chief for life the other day on Twitter. I can see them adding the veteran and adding some more. Because one thing about Kansas City is they're lacking in pass rushing. They don't have Melvin Gordon right now. So who knows? They might draft edge rush in the draft, maybe in the second to third round. But shoring up that middle, having someone like Akeem Hicks come in, being a rotational piece because he is a vet, keep him fresh. And that's kind of my same mentality with Calais Campbell, him playing alongside those guys, that D line in Indianapolis. And another reason why I have Calais Campbell where I would like him to go to the Colts is because now they got Matt Ryan, right? So now you got another veteran there who may be able to persuade another veteran to come along. And if you think about it, this team was 1 game away from being in the playoffs, but they just couldn't beat the Jaguars, And if you got somebody like Calais Campbell, a lot of different teams that y'all play can go different ways with teams running on you and things of that nature. All right.
Yeah, I agree with everything.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Now, this is where I shake things up a little bit because, and hear my thought process behind what I'm about to show you. Okay. So I actually have a thought process behind what I'm thinking right now.
Woo.
I think Stephon Gilmore, like we just talked about the
Boy,
arbitration in the AFC West.
if he
I think
goes there,
Stephon Gilmore goes and play for the Broncos,
bro, don't
maybe
they
on
got
a 1-year deal. And the reason why I say that is because with him and Caleb Farley, they're going to utilize a lot of man coverages, especially since now they got Randy Gregory and I forgot who their other pass rusher is.
from the Bears?
No.
Ain't go there. No,
No. Khalil Mack is on the Chargers.
it's Chargers. Yeah, fucking.
Bradley Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's an edge rusher. I think he plays inside. But still, they beef up their pass rush, right? And one way the unit that benefits the most from good coverage is the pass rush, right? So I feel like they go after Stephon Gilmore because they already got Russ. They looking like they can compete and beat Kansas City because Kansas City is still the team to beat in this division. And I think this is something that Stephon Gilmore actually might consider. Now Odell, being that he has time on his hands as far as to recover
He got
and come
time,
back,
and he got
he
that championship. He could
he
go
got a
anywhere.
championship, right? So I feel like at this point in his career, he's either gonna do two things. He's gonna go somewhere where he can be a prominent member in the offense, or he's gonna go somewhere where he's familiar with someone as far as like relationship wise and compete for a championship. So that's why I have him going to Dallas potentially, because who knows with CeeDee Lamb now being the number one receiver, what they actually might be able to do. And then if Odell comes in, I can see Odell and Dak Prescott really forming some kind of connection because
Especially in that
Odell,
slot.
yeah, he can play the slot.
Mm.
And especially coming off an injury like that, you may not want him to go, all those long routes and things like that. And he kills in the middle. He kills in the middle, right? And then of course, I got Tom Brady, him going to Tom Brady, just because we don't know with the health of what is their Godwin. He's coming off an injury himself. So we don't know what the health of him is going to be like. And at the same time, if the Buccaneers is making a strong push, I can see Odell signing to them, once getting healthy. Now,
Mm.
Tyrann Matthew, I have him going to the Steelers, actually. I have the Honey Badger going to pay for Mike Tomlin and that wool curtain that you just stated. I actually have him going to the AFC North and playing for Mike Tomlin. And
That makes
honestly, I
sense.
think a lot of these guys, they're going to start filling out after the NFL draft, right? Because these teams want to see how their draft boards fall,
Mm-hmm.
especially with a lot of veterans like this. There's a lot of talent in the draft. So I feel like whatever they miss on, they're going to try to hit with one of these guys. And then I have Jarvis Landry going to Washington. And the main reason why I have him going to Washington is because he get to play with a guy like Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is gung ho. He's gonna play Superman ball, superhero ball, 85% of the time when he's on the field, he's going to try to make big plays. And then I could see him hitting Jarvis as like a nice bailout piece, because I think they're still going to draft wide receiver. But I can see Jarvis fitting in that offense because he isn't someone who demands a lot of you know, targets and things
Right.
of that nature. And then also I think he can look at that division and say, well, the Cowboys aren't who they were. So this division is very much winnable with like Washington is very much winnable with the Eagles. I don't think your team is quite there yet, but it's definitely the way I see it is there isn't that one elite team in the division anymore. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I have Jarvis going to Washington. Because I think
That
he'll be
makes
a real good
sense.
pick. I
Even though
think
they
he'll
got the
be
recyclable quarterback that's being recycled, but that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. And then plus two, especially since the fact that they're getting Chase Young back. He's hopefully he'll come back healthy. Defense should be what it was 2 years ago. And they just need that extra hits, that extra on offense. And I mean, realistically, it's probably a reason why their running back, man, his
Came
name,
back.
huh?
It's not Macklin.
No,
That's the
no,
wide
no. The one that
receiver.
was gonna go to the
Yeah,
Bills.
which
Uh
I don't understand why he didn't. He chose to
Yeah,
come.
yeah. His name is totally slipping my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Man, man. But yeah, so as far as it goes, those are the guys that I think those are the places where I think that they're gonna go. And like I said, most of them are probably gonna sign after the NFL draft, which I definitely can't wait for the draft, man. We got about what, a few
A
weeks?
few weeks.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Man, it's gonna be crazy. That
I-
draft is gonna be nuts, and we are doing the draft live here. Just so y'all know.
Yes, yes. Draft live
No
stream. I
D.
can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, do you got anything else? Any closing statements? And did I shock you, or did you expect me to say some of those teams?
I
Or
was
like
shocked about the honey
Odell?
badger. Well, really, Odell Beckham going to the
Because
Cowboys.
of them Cowboys,
I
yeah.
don't think he would do that based off the fact that he played for the Giants and he hated the Cowboys. He
Yeah,
literally
but
hated the
hey,
Cowboys. But if
time
Jerry
after
Jones
time.
gonna pay that cash money, and maybe that 25 mil that his daughter trying to get might. But they've been taking a lot of L's right now in Dallas, so they might need that dub.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But hey, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, comment down below if you think we were right, if we were wrong, if we're wild for thinking what we're thinking, and also let us know below what you think that these teams will be. These players will sign into these teams. All right.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.